How do smart kids get A's without studying? And most importantly, how can we replicate that to get A's without studying? Although we can all admit that it's not really fully possible to completely remove studying, but I've brought to you before you a way to make sure that you get above average grades without the need for studying. What I'm going to teach you is going to be very, very helpful. I learned this from a podcast from Dr. Andrew Huberman. So if you trust him, you can trust that I'm going to give you this data. But I'll request you to just pay close attention to this video because it is going to change your life. Not only that, when you pay attention, you're going to give new views. At the same time, you are going to learn. Most smart kids who really get the good grades without studying, they usually say that I just pay attention in class, and it's really that simple. And honestly, it is that simple, just paying attention in class and then learning as the teacher explains. But very hard part is paying attention because most people have weak attention spans. They cannot pay attention. So once you want to make sure that you must be able to pay attention for a long time, and I'm going to teach you a way to do just that. There's something called meditation. You have probably heard about it many times before. Now let me teach you how you can use this to make sure that you get good grades. Basically, what meditation does is that it teaches your brain to focus on one thing for a long time. Now, it does take time before you start to get the effects of meditation. But what you want to do, you must aim to meditate at least 10 minutes a day. Eventually, you're going to be this super focused human being where in class you can pay attention for a long period of time without feeling burnout. You've seen those kids who just within 20 minutes, I used to be like that too. But within 20 minutes, I'm moving my feet. I want to go out. I just want to do something that is fun because I cannot pay attention. So if you want to get the good grades with minimum studying, you must be able to pay attention. And you do that by first training your mind to pay attention. And you can do that through meditation. I personally use a guide by Hamza. Just search online Hamza meditation, and I use that every day before I go to sleep. It's helped me a lot. Try it out. And now there's something that Andrew Huberman talks about where after you have learned, you want to sleep within 4 hours. You want to process that information very well.
But there are some beautiful studies published in Cell Reports last year and the year before showing that people who take a 20-minute nap within the 4 hours after triggering learning, or people that do a non-sleep deep rest type protocol, even just sitting there quietly not doing anything, they learn much faster. In other words, the brain rewires much faster.
Isn't that interesting?
We've long known that during sleep, there's a replay of the neurons in the same sequence that they were played during the activity in the earlier in that day. Sometimes even backwards for some reason. That it's like
after you come back from school, the best thing to do for you will be to take a nap, maybe a 30-minute nap. Now, what if you're like me and you get in bed and after 30 minutes you can't even sleep, you're still turning? That's what I do. It's very hard to take a nap for me. Luckily for you, I know something called a non-sleep deep rest. Basically, just go on YouTube and just search non-sleep deep rest, and you're going to see these videos that are going to be very helpful. So instead of sleeping, you want to do a non-sleep deep rest. It's going to help you to still get the almost equal benefits of sleeping, but without needing to sleep. So you're going to really understand deeply that information. It's going to sink in your mind. It's going to transfer to your long-term memory.
it's very easy. You just passively listen to a script that takes you into deep relaxation and sometimes involves some focus or visualization exercises. NSDR can enhance learning. It can also help you recover from lack of sleep. So on days
there is something else that you can use to still be able to learn and retain things, and it's basically what this guest was on the Andrew Huberman podcast talked about is exercising. Now, this is going to disappoint the gym bros, but specifically cardio exercises. They say it's going to awaken your brain or such good stuff, but the science here doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that just doing cardio alone is going to help you to focus, going to help you to learn. But when you combine those three things, where you meditate every single day, now in class you can pay attention and you are learning. And then after coming from school, you take a nap to really understand that information, and then you go to the gym, you do some running, some cardio. It's going to really make you unstoppable. Now, a bonus point here will be to avoid stimulating yourself with cheap dopamine, that is TikTok, YouTube shorts, junk food, all that stuff that's not good for you. You want to limit that cheap dopamine so that your brain can focus on the hard stuff that is actually required to be able to get the job done. If you like this, then just hit subscribe. It's free. You can always change your mind. See you at the top.